Hey guys, Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe here with a special reading for you for the month of February. Since it's the beginning, today I am doing all the way around the zodiac. I'll be releasing these by elements. So just look for the timestamps. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Make notes. And it's almost like a personal read when you do that, and just put it together for wherever it fits in your world if it resonates. I hope it helps you, and I'll see you at your sign reading. Just skip to your piece or watch all of them. That's up to you. And just a quick note, I am running a personal reading special for the month of February until the end of the month. You can schedule a reading with me, either live or recorded. It's $35 for 1 hour. It used to be, or the regular price is more than that. And so if you want to do a 1 hour reading, I am running that special. You can gift a reading to someone if you'd like. It's up to you. But just let me know by emailing me the information, and you can send it to the links that I have in the About section or in the below part of this video. You can go ahead and send the money over and then email, and I'll get you on the schedule. I do the recall on those within 24 hours. So just holler at me. And any questions that you might have, email me. The email's in the information below too. All right. Hey Libra, it's your turn to see what we need to release and what needs to come in. Meditating in your energy, I got a completely different song. I don't know what's up with me and songs today, but it's definitely heavy. Every single sign almost has gotten a song, except for maybe one, maybe two signs haven't gotten songs. But the one I got for you was, I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I go out walking after midnight, searching for you. I stop to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns blue, the night would whisper to you, lonesome as I can be. Walking After Midnight. PATSY, CLINE, maybe? I'll have to look that one up. Alright. I think they're all shuffled. When it came to my head, I thought, oh, well, I better turn this camera on and let Libra know where we were. Alright, I've been sitting here shuffling the whole time. So this one's for Libra. What do we need to release? And what's coming, what needs to come in? Maybe you're working too hard here, Libra. On the release side, it says New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. That's positive. But maybe you're striving or putting in too much time and effort into something, and you need to back off of that. With what's coming, what needs to come in is emotions are running high. Maybe you need to allow yourself to feel more and work less. I'm a Libra. That is not my case. Unfortunately, I am going to have to work harder at something in particular because I had a little bit of a setback in that area when I was out working outside the house last night. So I'm going to have to back up and punt, as my dad would say. But that's okay. Shit happens, right? All right. So let's see. For my collective here. I go out walking. You also got the contract. You know who else got this card in reverse in the same? Well, so in this position, this card came down here in what needs to come in for Virgo. And for Libra, it got what needs to go out. So we're going to have to look at the opposite message of that it looks like for Libra than for Virgo. We'll see. The other cards are different, though. So, you guys might need to listen to Virgo message too. Who knows? All right, so the other card for energy coming in is trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Maybe you need to release working so hard and actually do more creative things. Maybe you're doing something way too slow. The Knight of Pentacles is up here in the release section. The Knight of Pentacles, he's strong and dependable, but maybe you're too predictable. As far as what needs to come in, emotions are running high. Maybe you're not feeling your emotions. The door to prosperity, healing, and happiness is in the reverse for what you need more of. And trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Maybe there's a lack of trust here somehow. And the Moon card is in reverse. That's a time of, in this energy, you're waiting on a decision. Not quite with the decision made. In this one, you actually have the decision made. So being trusting that you've made a good decision. And that you have the resources. So let's take a look here at why this contract card is in the reverse, just like it was for Virgo, but it's in the energy to release rather than down here where it's energy that you need more of. So let's get to understanding what this message is about here. This is the number 6 card. It don't break down to anything, but the number 34, you need to look at 3, 4, 6, and then you need to look at 7. This card reverse indicates the ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could bring warnings of delay and perhaps even possible disappointment. The sale of a house could fall through. The job offer might not come when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up hope. However, this delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. This card reverse cautions you not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. Continue taking action, even if it's in another direction, and your patient resolve will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. No, okay, it was... No, Virgo got caring connections. Who got that contract card? I don't remember who got that contract card now. It was in the upright for whoever had that. Might have been Taurus. But it was right here in this position. So you may have gone through an ending or something. Maybe you have an obsession for a recent ending. an obsession for someone that you ended something with, and that is what is called to release. To trust that the obsession for it is the worst thing you can do. It's actually pushing against the grain. Quit worrying about it being so damn slow, if that's the case. Start getting creative and express through writing stories that inspire and enlighten, or do something creative that gets your mind off of it and actually gets you out, expansion. Something may have ended or may be ending, but you might be obsessing about it. That's why the emotions are running high, and Spirit realizes that. And maybe you're being called to make some type of a move or a decision, and that you don't feel confident that you have the resources to do whatever it is that you're being called upon to do, but you do have them. There's been a decision made, but somebody's not moving on it. The Knight of Pentacles is in the upright in this reading, so that means that somebody's moving real slow. Probably afraid to take steps. You need to look at where that fear is coming from. Why do you fear going forward? What are you afraid of? Is it a valid fear? Is there something you can do to get around it? Is there something creative you can do to get around whatever it is you're fearing? Do you have enough faith that if you're being asked to do it by Spirit, that you have the ability to do it? Do you have the faith and trust to go into it blindly, knowing that you're going to be taken care of? What are your belief systems around that? So the number 34 in reverse. For what you need more of. You may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Self-mastery and discipline may be hard to achieve right now, or specific plans for personal change may be blocked. Remember that your intentions need to be clear and unconflicted. Whatever you're working on, you need to know that you are capable of achieving it and that you deserve it. Put your heart into the plans and changes you desire, and realize that you are worth your own time and effort. The new beginning you seek will come with your own focus and patient determination. Yes. Focus on your creative thing and dropping an obsession that you have about something from the past or a broken contract. You're being called upon to make a move of some kind, whether it be financially, work-related. I take it's probably a spiritually infused endeavor just by the cards that are on here. And you might have been dragging your feet a little bit because you're hung up over here in this obsession spot. And it's holding up your advancement in healing and your prosperity. So you're going against the grain. There's a lot of people doing that right now. I'm surprised the Five of Wands or Five of Swords didn't show up in this deck, because I sure am getting a lot of fives here. Looks like you're at the 6 or 7. Right now, sitting in the 6. You're probably in between the 5 and 6 because the 6 is here, but it's in reverse. And if you don't move it on up and get to the 7 by making actual investment, then you're going to stay stuck. That's why emotions are running high. You got to pay attention to the emotion you feel around that situation. Your hard work is paying off, believe it or not. But you have to be willing to put your focus in the right direction, because the things that are not meant to happen are going to pass you right by. If they are meant to happen, they won't pass you by. Period. All right. Libra, that's your advice for the month of February. Let's move on. Gemini, was meditating on your energy, and a song came into my spirit that was originally written by John Anderson. I really like the Brent COBB version of it. And I feel like there's a message in there for you. And you can skip past this part if you want to and let me get to the reading. But you're really going to miss out on a message, I think, if I don't do this. And I haven't even pulled cards yet, but I feel it. As soon as I heard Gemini, this song just switched in my head and it came out. Way across town, phone rings off the wall. If you knew he ain't home, why do you keep calling? Gonna drive yourself crazy, and you know that it's true. Just making you wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They can just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. In somebody's room on the far side of town, with your mind all made up and the shades all pulled down. Someone is trying to satisfy you. He don't know you're wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They can just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. It's 4 in the morning and you're all alone with no place to go. Why don't you come home? I'll be right here, baby, waiting for you. I know you've been wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They can just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Look at the little things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. So, I will put a link down in this for you so you can hear both John Anderson and Brent COBB do that song if you so would like to. And let's see where this goes for this reading. I don't know. We haven't pulled cards yet. But maybe there was just a message in the song and not the cards. We shall see. I am not the best singer in the world. I do enjoy singing, and music is part of my life. So sometimes when it comes to me, I'm going to sing it to you. And if you don't like that, I am not the channel for you. All right, poor Gemini. Oh, Gemini. Sagittarius and Taurus is on the board here. I don't know why I'm telling you that. I can tell you one thing, that these readings are about what you need to release and what you need to bring more of in. So let's see. What else for Gemini here? I can tell you one thing. Okay, Sagittarius is the opposite on the axis from you, Gemini. And that's what it's talking about, that you need to release Sagittarian energy, maybe. Whatever that withholds. That's optimism. Ooh, why do you need to release optimism? It says look at the bigger picture. Here I am doing this reading before I even get the cards out. Good grief. Indecision card is in reverse. Yep, Spirit's all over this one, Gemini. What the world? Maybe you need to look at Sagittarius and Taurus readings as well. Definitely Sagittarius, with that being your opposite energy. Wild and blue, it's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. If you're wild, it's unbridled. Geminis can be that for sure. And if you're blue, you're sad. Sometimes sadness makes us run wild, don't it? Unbridled, untamed. So look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius season is in December. Maybe it's something that happened in December that you need to look at, you know. Late November, early December. What's happening? Maybe you're closing in too much on the finer details. The indecision card is in reverse. We're going to see what that looks like. It says, trust your instincts to discern the truth of a situation with the shark card. And this is not listening to intuition. If you need to release not listening to intuition, that means you need to listen to your emotions, your feelings, and your higher power about this. Your instincts. Maybe you're not trusting your instincts. Let's read this indecision card. It's the number 8. There's no breakdown there. It's the number 8 all the way around. If it's in reverse, indecision is what choice to make. That's self-explanatory. But if you got the indecision card in reverse, then congratulations, it says. The card reversed indicates a newfound freedom from indecision. You have either recently made or are just about to make an important decision. This is an important time, so bring a clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented and confused energy that you've been sending out is gone. And now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. That makes sense. This says your dreams need a practical plan. This is what you need to bring in. So you need to trust your instincts to determine the truth. You need to listen to your intuition because you've not been. So you know what your dream is. It's time to make a practical plan for it now. This is an important time, so bring clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented, confused energy that you've been sending out is gone, and now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time and create some clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choice. New choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. Stop being wild and blue. Look at the things that you do. They can just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. Somebody's room on the far side of town. Why don't you come home? The 41 card, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, is in the reverse. Now I'm feeling emotional again. I did this in Taurus reading. Jeez. You're allowed to feel your emotions too. Taurus wasn't feeling like they were allowed. Maybe you haven't either. the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, in reverse. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, this is Akashic Records. This is going back into your past, your family history, not just family, but past lives. Maybe there's a past life connection. The card reverse indicates a block to your intuition. What do we say? You're not listening to your intuition. You're not trusting instincts. Feeling that emotion. And to the potential help and power from the spirit world, your angels, ancestors, guides, and spirits, who I call on when I go into one of these readings, where this music comes from in my brain, where I just remember it. All right. Perhaps you fear opening up to this side of your life, or perhaps it's just something that seems foreign or unrealistic. Either way, it's time to awaken. Awaken to the beauty and power of that realm. See your crown chakra spinning in a beautiful violet and white light, and call upon Uriel's passion and power to help bring this connection into being. Once you're open to the incredible peace and power that spirit can bring, your life will never be the same. The Falcon is here. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Don't doubt yourself. Trust your instincts. This tower has not fallen. You haven't allowed your emotions to come in with the tower in reversed at all. This particular tower in this deck is very emotional. See all that water? It's time to allow that in. It's okay to feel the emotions around it. That's the key to the healing and the happiness. Take a look at the Sagittarius energy you need to release. Step back and look at the bigger picture. Have a practical plan. Look at the Sagittarius and the Taurus readings. This is the number 41. Look at the number 5, 4, and 1, and the number 8. Wild and blue. Gemini. You've been wild and blue. It's time to tame it in. There's a new path. You don't have to worry about the unknown anymore. It's going to be clear to you. You can allow that to come in for you. And I believe this is going to be a pivotal month in February. You're also looking at 2 full moon energies. That's more about what is needing released. Release indecision. Release not listening to your intuition. All right, I think that's your message, Gemini. Let's move along. For Aquarius. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? For Aquarius, high is good. My intentions are from each deck to pull one from the top and one for the bottom. The one from the top will be what needs to be released, and one from the bottom is what needs to be brought in from each deck for Aquarius. For Aquarius. Keep in mind, Aquarius, on February the 9th, we're having a new moon in your sign. And on the 24th of February, we're having a full moon in Virgo. In each of my sign readings, I talk about the moon cycles in each of those so that you guys can know what that means for you, and then we do the Moonology there as well. So all right. For Aquarius, angels, ancestors, guides. For Aquarius, the intentions on the top and the bottom card. For Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So first we have for what needs to be released, we have the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. All right, so let's talk about Taurus energy for a minute. Taurus is about house, home, the things we do to have a solid foundation. It's fixed energy. So maybe you're very fixated right now on maybe money or something that you're trying to work toward, earn. Prosperity lies ahead, yes, is one thing. But on new moon, you know, technically we're supposed to be manifesting at a new moon, bringing new things in. But this came up in the area that you need to release. So perhaps you've spent too much time on money matters or reaching for higher levels of achievement when you might need to be looking at the opposite energy of that. Because if you need to release it, because I said the top is what we need to release, then there's, on the shadow side of that, it's too much stubbornness, it's too much focus in one area, and maybe not looking at something else that Spirit wants you to look at. So let's look at the next card. This says, you're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action with the Condor. Doesn't that seem to coincide with exactly what I said? Too much of one thing can be detrimental. So you might be too focused in one direction, too fixated with the Taurus energy, too enmeshed in the situation. So it's asking you to do the opposite of that. Step back away from it for a little bit. Step back. Now the Temple Path reversed is here. That's also the number 12. 12 also breaks down to 3. So that's something that you want to look at. And I want to read the Temple Path reversed to you. I really love the advice that this oracle gives, and they're not long explanations, but this will say it better than I can. The Temple Path Upright is about spiritual purpose and support. But you got it in reverse. Receiving this card reversed is a sign that you may have fallen off your path. You could be too focused on worldly possessions and material gain, or you may simply be maintaining old unhealthy habits of fear, limitation, worry, or doubt. What did we just say with these two cards, Aquarius? What you need to release. All right, whatever else you may have going on, consider this an important part of your personal and tactical plans. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn on the lights. Open your heart to spiritual truth and deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. And I just heard that sometimes when you get ultra focused in one direction and you feel like you're working against the grain, that this is a time of, sometimes that is avoidance of something deeper that you need to look at. The Hanged Man is here. Waiting on something that doesn't seem to come. That's what I get off of that. Because Odin hung in the tree and waited on Spirit to tell him. But maybe you need more of that. But, yeah, too focused in one direction. You're stuck. You're in limbo. But this is, you need to listen to your intuition. Feel your emotions around this. That also something else, if you are continuously striving after a specific thing, work, and it doesn't seem to come and you feel like you're in limbo, then that is resistance. Believe it or not. What you're supposed to be doing in order to manifest new things is to take it. Here's the way that somebody put it to me one time, and I'll share that with you. And I've looked at it this way ever since. The key to manifestation of anything is to decide, emotionally be attached to something that you want, all right? Enough to where you create a plan for how you can get it, or what you need to do to acquire this thing, whatever the goal is, all right? And then you make a step in that direction. And every time the opportunity arises to take another step closer in that direction, you take the opportunity. But every time that you push, and you're getting pushback from it, there's a resistance there. That resistance in itself can stop your manifestation from happening because you're too ultra focused on that and you get out of balance in the rest of your life. So you keep taking the order, you keep giving the waitress the order when the cook already got the order. So you got to let things cook. You got to let them build up, you know. So what do you need to release? Ultra focus in one direction on one thing, and you're going to know what that is. You will know. As soon as I say that, you know exactly what it is. Well, it may be work, it might be something else for you, but you are honed in on something that's not coming fast enough, and here you are, push against the grain when you're meant to go with the flow. So what do you need to release? The need to push against the grain toward a specific thing that you already put an order into the cook for. What do you think the waitress thinks every time she comes to your table? You said, I want 2 eggs, I want 2 pieces of bacon, and I want toast. And she comes back and says, the cook's working on your order. Let me refill your coffee. I want 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and an order of toast. Yes, we already put that into the cook. They're working on it for you. She comes back in a few minutes, fills up your water. I want 2 eggs, 2 bacon. Like, duh, they're working on it. So have a little patience. All right. And what is it that you need to have more of. It's a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Now, with this a new moon in Aquarius, but Virgo's all about making a plan, getting a routine together, things like that. So maybe you need to give attention elsewhere. Like we said, get your focus off of this thing up here for a little while. The cook already knows that you want this eggs, bacon, and toast, all right? So go over here and balance out something else in your life for a little bit. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. In other words, meditate, contemplate, sit back and think like the Hanged Man. But think on something new. The Knight of Swords is here. This is something that you need more of. Quick action of truth, or being real honest with yourself quickly. Meditate on it and get real honest with yourself. Or if somebody's pushing you to too much of this activity up here, you get real honest with them. No, I need to take this time for myself. I need to figure out what it is, or I need to give to something else. The door to value number 31, which is also a 4. New beginnings in finance or career. This card shows a door with gold coin on it, opening a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, and jewels fly toward you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. So it's telling you that by releasing this and doing more contemplation, meditation, and balancing out the other pieces of your life right now, your door to value opens wide up. And that's what you were trying to manifest up here the whole time. So it's time to pivot a little bit and pay attention to something a little different. Give to something else for just a little while. Try to do that for the month of February and see where that goes. All right? Aquarius, that was you. Well, guys, and that was your read for our February. What do you need to bring in and what do you need to release? If you have not already subscribed to Southeastern Soul Tribe, please, please, please like, share, and subscribe. It is free. It helps me tremendously. If you click right here in this corner, you will see a picture of me, and it'll take you right to where you need to subscribe. I got a lot of you watching and not subscribing, so that would really help me out a lot. All right. Secondly, if you would like extended readings, not for this special release, but for my regular sign readings, you get unlimiteds for $7. The link is down below. It's Patreon. Please join us. Be a second tier Southeastern Soul Tribe, part of the tribe. Member, I created it for us. That email is in the below section as well. Otherwise, please refer back to the channel for your sign readings. Come see me on TikTok, where I do element readings, and you can follow the page on Facebook for Southeastern Soul Tribe, and I do post over there as well. Anyway, thank you, and until next time, love and light to you. Mwah.